Okay, next round of what was it? Busking, if you can call it that. It's more begging than busking. Yeah, so today was quite awesome. First off, I was a little too late. My usual schedule is like 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. since a friend of mine suggested that. But today I was only able to do this shit because I had to do documents and more documents and mails and documents. And this shit is what grinds you down and which brings look at that. Which brings all of humanity down to its downfall. It's not artificial intelligence. It is not, I don't know, everything. It is all this useless, dear blah blah blah, dear Mario, regards Merlin, blah blah blah, mail, blah blah blah, being polite and all that shit. Okay, let's use this angle because why not? There's nobody here. No DSGVO conformity, no data privacy policy we have to sustain. And basically the thing was I got some money here, some money there. Somebody I had to do like a 40-minute phone call before I could take a piss in a public toilet. It was a somewhat important call, and the person calling me said like, yeah, I can't talk that long. 45 minutes, man, or 47 minutes. And then at the end, yeah, I can't talk that long. Have a good evening, bye Merlin. That was interesting. Then the next thing was I started begging at 8 p.m. The moment I started, some dude had like a USB stick and he said like, I have some movies, man, and some files in very broken German. And he didn't understand English. This is like, if you come to Germany and you don't learn German, that's one thing. But if you don't learn English, I mean, if you like your life to be painful, the choice is yours, man. I wouldn't do that. I highly don't recommend doing that stuff, Learn at least English if you don't want to be fucked up. But yeah, we had like 3 or 4 minutes of awkward conversing via gestures. I mean, for God's sakes, man, I'm somewhat fluent in German, English. I have bits and pieces of Russian, French, Italian, Chinese, Japanese. And if that is not enough, I mean, come on, man. Nobody can help you at this point. I mean, at some point you gotta realize that every country is its own shithole, and you have to think about on a global scale. How fucked am I if I speak only Romanian or Polish or, like these smaller European countries and whatnot? But back to the point. Then I got into talking with some dude and his friends, like, I don't know, Riel and Rishal or something like this, or Hasil, Halal, something like this, 2 guys. The one was like C# dev and the other one was like studying computer science, and they gave me out 1 free beer and we were like talking for like 50 minutes. The thing is, I tend to talk a lot because I'm excited when I find like fellow people in this area, and I wish, I would have like a time, like 30 minutes or something, to talk with them, what they do and what I do and what we know, and memes and culture and technology and progress we've made, and who uses what in which aspects, and which is the bigger goal to achieve and whatnot. But sadly we weren't able to do this stuff. Then the other thing was, what was it? The other thing was like some Zoomies mainly donated money. And I think there are 3 main reasons why I didn't earn so much today. Reason number 1, I was already late. Like a friend of mine said, 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. is peak time for busking and begging, because this is where the stores are still open and people say, fuck it, here's some money for the weekend, man. And when it's already after 8 p.m, the stores are closed, only party people are somewhat there. And back then I thought the drunk people are more, what is it? Not selfish, selfless, what is it? Not the opposite of being a cheapskate, you know? Like, I thought this would be the case, but I think it's the other way around. Sober people tend to spend more, I'd say, even. And not just that, it's also the fact that, I was too late, number one. I was drinking an energy drink, you know, as a fun drink, because like, yeah, you deserve it, you know. And the other thing is, like, I got a beer, you know, I got donated a beer, and people seeing me work with a laptop is like one thing, I think, but the ultimate peak disgust and laughter that I get when I do this begging and busking is when I pack out a beer, you know, because when there's an energy drink, you can at least say, yeah, he tries to caffeinate himself to work more reliantly, you know, relentlessly, reliably. Yeah, but with a beer, you know, he's like, is he trying to get drunk? Is he already drunk? Is he, I mean, on one side, he's pretending to work with his laptop. On the other hand, he's drinking a beer. I mean, I think the beer tops it off. This is like the ultimate seriousness killer. But what should I say? It's like kind of hard. You know, if I get donated a beer, I would never say no to a beer. Come on, man, it's a beer, you know. And I'm not that avid beer drinker as well. That's the next point. So why the fuck would I? This is a hedonistic world, and you have to accept and embrace this. And then the next thing is like a lot of girls giggling and laughing, passing me by. This is like, I mean, sure, you do you, but the other thing I think, which is quite interesting, because I always try to, you know, the data. I'm interested in the data, and the data says, I read the text and I focus on the text. And the thing is, when you read and focus on text, you look serious and unsympathetic. And people sort of think like, number one, I shouldn't disturb this person. Number two, what is his fucking problem? He thinks he's so serious, you know? I'm trying to cover all options and angles here. Number three, maybe, yeah, he's into this flow state. I shouldn't break this down. Number four, a sad face, you know, just I think this is a human basics operation need. Think about the fact when somebody's smiling, it's more sympathetic. But then there's the fact, if you work on a computer and you smile, this feels and looks forced. This is my opinion. And if you start smiling, people, you know, there's this very thin degree until people think you're insane and crazy. I mean, some of this applies to me, but still. This is what I'm saying, like, I can't start laughing out of nowhere. But there was like one dude, one group of men asking another group of men, hey man, where's the next brothel? Munchinger Street, do you know where Munchinger Street is, where the next brothel is? And I started laughing. And because of this, I triggered some donation, I'd say. You know, this is very interesting how this works and goes. Yeah. This is, at the end I was taking a piss somewhere around the corner. And that was that. And I learned a lot and I did a lot. But, I mean, what else can you expect? I tried Nextcloud and Apache server and WSL. What more do you want?